If I die young, bury me inside, lay me down on a bed of roses, sink me in the river at dawn, send me away with the words of a love song. If I die young, bury me inside, lay me down on a bed of roses, sink me in the
You know, it's a Bantan from the beautiful village of Grande, the beautiful community of Salt City, Grande. I started singing at a very young age, Went to the Grande Secondary School, but I had always loved Bouyon music, From the first time I heard it, I always loved it because the energy, the vibes, faster pace, And, big up to Bantan. There was this artist called Bantan. He was in the Clockers crew with Skinny Bantan, And, Skinny Bantan is one of my role models. Nai, big up man like Nai, those guys who were before us. So when I was in school, those are the guys I used to hear, And then Bantan was the one who actually gave me that name, Asa. Well, Bantan, Asa is my actual real name. So he said, yes, Asa Bantan, And so to big up rest in peace. He's no longer here with us, but I still here representing for him. And growing up, I never give up. I was always a high energy person. I played cricket for the Commonwealth of Dominica. Actually captained the under 15, the Dominica under 15 team into Trinidad. Played for Windwards under 19. I guess that's things that you guys never knew. So but I never stopped music. I always loved the music. I would just rhyme. I could make a song about anything. I would just watch the pool and just make somebody pull, make somebody cheer. So and then I was one of those artists that start taking news and actually putting it into music. Things that actually happen now for now. And as I grow, as I travel, I learn and I say, what, I need to expand and open it up. In growing, you have to be disciplined and humble. And that's something that I learned. And when I say Bouyon Boss, actually I got that name from a promoter in England who said, you're Bouyon Boss, you're the Bouyon Boss. But I actually give that name a definition. To be the Bouyon Boss, it's not about on stage. It have to be on stage and off stage. On stage, off stage. So it's not about what you do on stage, but it's also what you do off stage in terms of your charitable work and you're giving back, looking out for the people, bringing economic activities to your island and that type of vibe. So the Bouyon Boss is a bigger name than just Asa himself. Right now, Asa Edwards works for Asa Bantan, and Asa Bantan works for the Bouyon Boss. So, and when you carry yourself out there like that, you, as the Bouyon Boss, you have to represent Dominica. So when I go out there, I don't just represent Asa from Grande. I represent Asa Bantan, Asa Edwards from the beautiful island of Dominica. And the goal is about getting people into Dominica, bringing people back home to visit where I'm from, and placing Dominica on a scale, on a level that people can say, yeah, respect Dominica, DA to the world, and that's why we say Bouyon to the world. So that was one of my goals, and I really think that I have achieved it. I'm pushing. I represent several businesses on island as their brand ambassador, because of my work. And trust me, Bouyon right now is in a great space, bright future for all Bouyon artists out there. That's why I'm the Bouyon Boss.
Yes, man! It's the Bantan in the building, baby! In there! Hanuale! Kenny Shea! Ali Shea! Don't look for you, Chad! Shaule! Kimbale! Whoa! The boy sick like flu.
Bouyon is from Dominica, made here. Because it have different genres around the Caribbean, but coming from a small island as Dominica, 70,000, and to dominate it was going to be hard, but the artists and the bands put in the work, and now we're dominating that space right now. So right now they recognize it, and they are even speaking like us.
Papa Met, where the vibe tongue crew?
When you have people from Holland and France, Germany saying Papa Met and don't even know what it means and just know it's from Dominica, you know, and singing like us and have our music in rotation internationally. So I can say Bouyon music has went internationally, Europe, the United States of America, even Africa. I'm getting a lot of bookings for Africa right now. I'm even afraid because, I don't even know if it's real, but you know, but we get a lot of bookings all around the world. The music have a special sound to it. Dominican music have a special sound. I'm not a rhythm producer, so I wouldn't tell you exactly what these guys really use. And to really make that sound, to be honest, you have to born in Dominica. You have to born here. You understand? Because we have different elements of Bouyon music. We have different sound of Bouyon music. You know? We have our cousins and our uncles and our, you know, but the sound, a lot of people don't have that. So Guadeloupe have a version, like we have a French version of the Bouyon music. Right now there's a big sound that's going viral now. Bouyon, that's Bouyon, and that came from Dominica. But they give it a French twist to it. Then we have, you know, you have the St. Martin style and the Antiguan style. You know, those guys who make Bouyon, but they'll add something a little different to it. But the real producers, right here, you have a different sound. And that sound, it's mixed with Kalinago and Blacks. Dominica, Bouyon music. Bouyon music is a pillar of the Dominican economy, whether they want to recognize it or not. But Bouyon music is a pillar for the Dominican economy. Bouyon music bringing a lot of people to Dominica just for Bouyon music, nothing else. Just for Bouyon music, and while they are here, then they explore the island. So I would say, for instance, Breakfast Fete, which is created by me. It's a Bouyon event, you know, mainly dominated by Bouyon artists. You know, these people come to Dominica for that. You know, that vibes. Carnival. You know, can you imagine a Dominica carnival without Triple K on the road, without Signal Band on the road, and they don't sing soca music or jab or hip hop or R&B. Bouyon. So these people come in here for the Bouyon music. I mean, Creole Festival. Can you imagine a festival without none of the Bouyon acts? We're gonna have an uproar, you know. So Bouyon definitely bringing people to Dominica. You know, Breakfast Fete is one of the biggest fete for the summer in Dominica, and presented by Bantan, and it happens in August, the second week of August. So that is the summer. That's Dominica's summer. And now we're attracting a lot of people from different islands, the neighboring islands, you know, from Guadeloupe, St. Thomas, St. Lucia, the US Virgin Islands, up from Miami, you know, France. So these people choosing Dominica as a destination for summer now because of Breakfast Fete. And since it's around the Bouyon bus, I decide it has to be a Bouyon event. 98% Bouyon and 2%, you know, a little dance or a little Afrobeat, a little Cadence, you know, a little something local as well. Calypso, because last year we even had our local Calypso as part of it. But It's 90% Bouyon, and that is what attracting these people. Because when we go to their country, and they, like especially me, the Bouyon boss, and when I give that type of performance, they really want to come home. I want to visit the country where this guy from, to have his experience, their experience, that Bouyon experience, that daybreak experience. So that's what Breakfast Fest is all about, and it's also create economic activities in the community of Grande, which is my community. So that's why I also decide to do it in my community. So all the bar holders, the restaurants, the vendors, shopkeepers can make some money from Bouyon music. The king of cadence is from Grande. Again, you know, Mr. Chubby, all due respect. Midnight Groovers, you know, the entire band also. Mikel Henderson, I think she sings cadence, she sings zouk, she sings different music, but she's from Grande as well. And cadence have played a vital role to Dominica as well, you know, in terms of our economy as well. You know, Creole Festival time, you actually see that. But what happened is, the other islands, you know, our French Creole speaking islands, they have, you know, they took something from the cadence. And that is what we cannot let happen to the Bouyon. Everybody have their type of Bouyon, but we have to own it. We have to own it. And cadence is our own, and we need the younger generation as well, those who the Creole speaking villages, to get more involved in cadence music, because it's our own, and cadence is huge in the French. I mean, it's huge in the certain English island as well, because when I travel, I do hear cadence music in different islands. So cadence is also a pillar of Dominica economy and Dominica music.
All in VA Mass, if you don't know, where my grand crew, Estate, White City, the Mountain crew, Taris, Wesley. I can never be a snitch. I can never be a leech. I will never be a fish. Too much sand on the beach. She wants a bad man. A bad man. Yes, she wants a bad man.
My music is registered with couple on couple platforms, a couple, you know, on the French you have Sassen and so on, and that is what we even need a little more in the music. We need help. We need you know, attorneys that know the music and know that feel that they can help us in terms of rights, copyrights, registering, you know, documents for if something goes wrong, and the splits when you're in the studios and so on like that. So I'm asking all young artists right now to go out there, find out, you know, who can do it, and that is what I wish if the government now would find that person for us and put that in place. So now we can just concentrate on lyrics, rhythms, performing, and let the professionals do the registering, the copyrights, the documents for the splits, and so on.
Fete is fete, mass is mass. You ain't come to fete, then move your mother. Rum is rum, drunk is drunk. If you ain't drinking rum, then move your mother. Move your mother. Move. Come on to the front, come on to the front. Move. Go on to the back, go on to the back. Move your mother. Grab something, hold something.
Keep supporting Bouyon Music Dominica on a whole, because it's our own. It's our own. We're not fighting nothing. It's just love and give everybody the strength, because I get that strength from my people. And I want to give the strength to the other artists as well. And I get that strength as well from outside of Dominica. And based on how we treat our artists and our bands in Dominica, that's how they're gonna be treated outside as well. Because outside looking in, they're looking in, and it's not about, it's bigger than just the artists and the bands. I want to big up the producers, because without the producers, we wouldn't have some of those great songs that we have happening right now. So you know, the guys who make the the rhythms and that type of vibes and all the instrument players and so on. So the DJs, you know, the Bouyon DJs out there that go out there every night and push Bouyon music, the event promoters that make events, I mean, the sound systems, the guys from the sound systems, you know, whether it's GX Sounds, Arden Sounds, rest in peace Crazy T, because Crazy T name in my head, but Gator Sounds and Sean and all those guys, you know, who have the sound system. It's bigger than that. So it's not just the artist, but all that makes part of Dominica Bouyon music, that genre. So I just want everybody to support them and let's work together and keep pushing Bouyon music. Once we push Bouyon music, we actually pushing Dominica because no other country can claim it. You understand? So that's why Issa say Bouyon to the world, strictly local. You know we do it already.